Kirsten Sinema is now apparently saying, I think that maybe we should put paid family leave back in. Okay, great, deal, okay? Now, the reality is, I don't know if she means it or if she's doing it for marketing, but we could use it for momentum. So, by the way, now you should turn to all the progressives. We have a petition, right? tyt.com/petitions. You could find all of them, but in this case, it's tyt.com/petition/no-deal right there. And we'll put it down below in the description box too. Sign it, so we already have about 5,000 people, get to 10,000, get to more, right? This is to say to progressives, demand at least paid family leave or no deal. And now progressives can say, even Kirsten Sinema wants it.
Right.
Even who doesn't want it? It's just Manchin. It's 49-1.
Come on.
And we're not gonna get it? No, we're voting no.
That's right. And 49-1, in the Senate, but if we add in the president and the vice president, I mean, the numbers are even higher. So I'm with that, Cenk. And oh my God, he laid that out, didn't he, John? That is it, baby. I'm coming for you. And look, if I don't get you before my presidency is over, I'm gonna spend the rest of my natural life coming for you.
Exactly,
Joe
no, it's a great point. Bear in mind too, on top of the family leave, she supposedly wants the child tax credit to be extended for as long as possible, which is theoretically more than one single year, as well as climate change. I don't know exactly what that is. To be fair, Joe Manchin has also ensured that climate change is coming. Not a solution though. But anyway, who knows? I don't trust a single thing out of Kirsten Sinema's mouth, but I guess let's keep hope alive for a little bit. To what you said earlier about what Schumer and Biden could do. First of all, it's like the bare minimum. Like, you've been working your whole life to be in these positions of authority. Are you gonna act like it for literally 5 minutes? But also, it's pragmatic, and it's not just pragmatic for the bill. It doesn't just maximize the chance that the bill actually passes, or that if the bill passes, we actually care that it does because it includes things that you promise and that the people need. It also is pragmatic for the midterms, because if they pass nothing, or if they pass effectively nothing, they are doomed next year. They're probably doomed anyway, but they're definitely doomed next year. And if they accomplish nothing between now and 2024, then Joe Biden, assuming he's still alive, is doomed. Kamala Harris, if she tries to run instead of him, or Pete Buttigieg, if the donors line up behind him, are doomed too. And so if they wanna have a chance of having a majority, if they wanna have a chance of having an actual term as presidency that's not dominated by Republicans, they desperately need to pass something so that they can go to the American people and say, you put us in office to accomplish things, and we actually did it. I know it's never happened in your entire life, but for the first time, we actually did it. And all it took was the will of the people and a couple threats to Joe Manchin and Kirsten Sinema. But so far, they're not willing to do that. And so next year, when we're desperately trying to get people to care and to vote, it's gonna be super hard, and we are not gonna be able to be surprised because Chuck Schumer, Joe Biden, and others are not willing to even exert a little bit of pressure. They're gonna try to campaign on virtually nothing other than opposing the Republicans, which has its merit, but it's hardly as persuasive as being able to say, we gave you paid leave, we gave you dental coverage, we gave you free community college. We care about the fact that American cities are being destroyed by climate change, and we did something about it.
And guys, if Biden then dramatically put paid family leave back in, he would get undue credit. He would get, like, he'd be considered a hero. And every time you have a baby and you get to take leave, you'd think Joe Biden got that for you, right? It's such an easy win for them. And I'm gonna do one last thing here, which is to give a piece of strategy advice to progressives for whatever it's worth. They're good guys, they mean well, right? But if I see Sinema says, yes, I want paid family leave back in, I think Bernie, AOC, Jayapal, such as it is, etc., should, Ro Khanna, whoever it is, good folks, okay, should go on TV right now and say, Sinema said it, we're voting no unless we get paid family leave back in. Do you have any idea what kind of pressure that would create? Now progressives are at a no, and even Sinema wants it. It would force Biden to go back to Manchin and go, you lost this one, brother, okay? guarantee you it would work. So I'm asking you guys to participate. Look, you want to do the petition, I think that's very effective. It gives the media a number, it gives progressives, oh my God, 10,000, 20,000, whatever people really want this, etc. But if you want to do it another way, go for it, okay? Just keep it like super polite, right? But ask progressives, ask them on Twitter, etc. Can you please say that you're gonna vote no unless paid family leave is in? If you do that now, we can actually win on this one. I never tell you guys we can win when we can't win. I like lowering drug prices. I want it so bad, and some people think it's still possible. There's way too much corruption, way too much. We're not gonna win on that. Billionaire tax, everybody says, oh, that's definitely gonna happen. Like the word billionaire is in it. The billionaires are not going to agree. You have no idea how corrupt this Congress is. That was unrealized gains. There's no way the rich are gonna allow that. I know what's realistic and not realistic. Paid family leave is totally realistic. They can definitely do it. But they gotta go now, and they gotta make a stand.
Yeah.
So seizing opportunity is really what you're talking about.
100%.
And going into pain and going hard. And again, yes, the progressives have been holding the line. I mean, really, it's the progressives that are holding up the Biden agenda.
100%.
They are holding up that agenda and pushing really hard for the people. And yeah, they gotta use their power to leverage. But kudos to them, because a lot of times, that can be a lonely place to really be there, and the push is hard. And so I do want to shout out the progressives for what they've done so far, and they gotta keep going, they can't stop. They must get something out of this. Yeah. For the people, because it's not for them, it's for the people. And Cenk, I will say it's just incredibly sad to this conversation that we're having, to be able to say we won't get the billionaire tax. What? When you really start to think about these things that we discuss on a regular basis in a very deep way, like beyond our head, but in our hearts, it is incredibly sad that during a global pandemic, people were catching hell before the pandemic, they're really catching hell now. But in the midst of this kind of pain and suffering, that you can't even get people to do the right thing. Corruption corrupts, absolutely.
Unfortunately, that's the case of American government right now. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.